Hey y'all! Welcome to Cellulite and Love Tarot, where I, Hillary, channel messages from your higher self, via my higher self. These messages should be uplifting and encouraging and overall positive, to help you smooth out the lumps and bumps of life. It's cheesy and I'm keeping it. Just doing a quick energy cleanse over the decks. I already kind of pre-did this, but doing it again. Okay, I'm gonna do a clearing with my wand and then get into some deep breaths to connect me to you. And as always, I feel like I haven't said this the last few videos, you can connect to your higher self better than anyone else can. So I'm hoping that if my channel finds you, that it is a gateway into you connecting with yourself instead of looking outside yourself, because you have everything you need within you. Just wanted to state that before I forget, because I have mom brain. Okay. Clearing. All right. I'm gonna get into some deep breaths and a quick meditation, and if you wouldn't mind joining me, that would be awesome. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. During that meditation, I just saw what was very clearly a third eye. Like, if you can imagine your eyes closed and then up here in your vision, just a big eye. So maybe someone's third eye is opening, or you should work on opening your third eye. I recommend it. And then earlier I was meditating and got some things that I wanted to mention too. So I very vividly saw a man with brown hair and hazel eyes and kind of a scruffy face, kind of Jesus-esque, but not the long hair. And I just saw his face. Yeah, so maybe that has something to do with something. I then saw a woman doing a sun salutation yoga. So maybe you're listening to this while doing yoga, or you like yoga, or you should do yoga. And then I heard very distinctively a woman saying, "Should I do something about that?" like you could tell there was like a small problem, and she's talking to another person. She just says, "Should I do something about that? Like, do I need to handle this?" So I thought that was kind of funny. The energy felt like, no, you shouldn't. If you are talking to someone or said something like that, no. I'm guessing that's the answer. And then I got a little snippet of some Celine Dion, "My Heart Will Go On," and I'll spare you the singing this time, because can't hold a candle to her, you know. No. Okay. All right, let's get into the Moonology Oracle. I hope that you've had a wonderful day, that your week is going great, and that Mercury retrograde is just not messing with you too bad. Yeah. Not in a negative way, anyway. Nothing but positivity. Nothing but positivity. Keep your mind focused on that. Your positive end state. Be in the end. Okay. Here we go. Before I start freestyle shuffling, the answers you need are coming. Full moon and Gemini. Okay. Someone needed to hear that. Let's see. What does your higher self want you to prepare for right now? What are the energies that you need to be aware of? Soon. Emotions are running high. Super moon. Yeah. All right, let's see. Confidence is your key to success. Oh my gosh, how many times is that going to come out? Wow, I mean, it's true. It's true. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. And don't let your past hold you back. South Node. All right. Ooh, that's a lot of cards. I'm going to try to get through this quickly and not drag it out. I know that I can, when I'm channeling, I can speak a little bit slowly. So I'm going to try to pick up the pace a little bit. Okay, super moon. Emotions are running high. Is that going to be at the front or the back? I bet it's at the back. There it is. Emotions are running high. This card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking is writ large, like the silvery full moon set against the velvety night sky. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answer is very. To use okay. I've never seen that word in my life. Parlance, P-A-R-L-A-N-C-E. Educate me if you know. Okay. The answer to your question may well be that it's under your nose. This card is about being larger than life, being special and bursting with energy that you can tune into and work with. You can expect plenty of good things and a positive outcome when this card comes up, but you may find there's a lot of emotion to deal with too. There's also a sense that the opportunities around whatever you're asking about don't come along every day, so take action. Attune to the moon. Success is close. Is close. I must trust. I love that. That's living in the end. That is living in the end. Yeah, I love it. Okay, new moon in Leo. Wonder how many more times I'm gonna have to read this one this week. Confidence is your key to success. This card heralds the start of a new cycle for you, when you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit, and that means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as a king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, it can herald good news or a new start for your children. Attune to the moon. Make time to have fun. Whew, that'll lighten your energy for sure. That will lighten your emotions. Take that density out of it. Okay, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. That is basically what emotions were running high was saying. Time to take action. Things like this don't come around too often. Okay, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. The flame is lit. A wonderful new start beckons and you're on the right track. Drawing this card is a superbly positive sign if there's something you want to happen in your life. Take this card as a big yes from the universe. This is the time to really tune into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go. After all, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, but you're on your way. Determination, self-assertion, and bravery are called for. But the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever endeavors you're asking about. The caution, don't go too fast and forget your manners. Treat people well as you charge towards your goals. You'll create much better karma for yourself. Attune to the moon. Don't even think about giving up. I love it. Don't do it, says the Aries. Don't give up, says the Aries. All right, balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Oh, of course, Pisces is going to be the last one. Okay. Have you ever... Oh gosh, I'm already messing up. Have you been so head in the clouds that you've lost touch with reality? If so, take this card as a sign that you need to pay attention and make a concerted effort to move towards your goals. The more practical steps you can take, the better. It's time to find an inner balance between your responsibilities and your dream. Meditate on your question, and the solutions to your issue may now come through very clearly. If you're in a tricky situation because you've been acting the martyr, this card will be a message from the cosmos to drop the act for everyone's sake. Attune with the moon. Meditate every day and see what comes to you. Answers will come. So there's a lot of messages about it's time to take action. It's time to take action. It's time to make some movement here. Okay, South Node, don't let your past hold you back. The South Node, like the North Node, is a karmic point, but it's opposite to the North Node and relates to the past, perhaps even to past lives. Whatever you're going through and whatever you're asking about, there's a chance that age-old programming and conditioning is stopping you from achieving all that you might. Do you feel stuck in something? This card will often come as a sign that the situation or relationship you're asking about has somehow become suffocating, even toxic. It suggests that someone, you even, needs to be released, that there's some kind of addiction going on or an unhealthy attachment that needs to be sorted out. One thing is for sure, when you get this card, you're being challenged to make some changes, even if staying where you are feels easier and safer. Attune to the moon. I release the past. I love that. Yeah, you can't keep looking back. You can't keep looking back if you're moving forward. You shouldn't. You should watch where you're going. You should live in the end. Focus on the forward. Focus on the forward and what you have to do now to get there. Oh my gosh, who was it? Turning Tides Tarot, Alicia, mentioned a really great analogy about this. About, when you're driving a car, there's a reason that the windshield in the front is so much bigger than the back, and that's because you need to be facing forward most of the time. You check back every once in a while just to make sure that, nothing's going to come up from 1212 whenever I said that. But you need to be focused on what you're doing now and where you're going. And I love that. I love that analogy. Turning Tides Tarot, Alicia, she's awesome. Also, another YouTube reader that, I should leave those out actually because that was really helpful with my message yesterday. I was going to clean up my little space here. I already commented on Lunar Eclipse Tarot's community post, but she's definitely my muse. She got me into this. So, and she doesn't even know me. So... Before this, I was a lurker on YouTube, so I didn't interact at all. Anyway, enough about me. Let's get into some tarot here. I definitely feel like you need to be looking forward, focused on now and looking forward, and obviously leaving the past in the behind, and be confident that you can leave that behind and get new and better things ahead of you. Okay. Let's get into some tarot. Okay. Oh, Split just saw the star. Hope, healing, wish fulfillment. Let's see if that comes out. Ooh, on the Split just saw the Fool. New beginnings. Leaping forward. On the Split, Judgment. Awakening. Seeing things clearly. On the Split, the Hermit. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the last one. Oh no, I just got told to do one more split and shuffle before I freestyle. Okay. On the Split, Justice. I wonder if these are going to come out. I feel like this energy is awesome already. Okay. On the bottom, the Fool. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What do we need to know? What do you need to know? What does your higher self want you to know and focus on for your betterment? 9 of Pentacles. Independent abundance there. Some are you single? The King of Cups. Yeah, that's being balanced with your emotions. Maybe keeping your emotions in check. The Tower. Okay, a change. Things need to change. The Queen of Cups. Oh, okay. Okay. Possibly. Possibly the change might be that you need to be more vocal with your emotions. Okay. Queen of Swords, Four of Wands, Page of Cups. Okay. With the Ace of Swords on the bottom. Okay, so maybe someone get this all sorted out. Okay. Just absorb this for a second. You know, the King and Queen of Cups here are both looking at the Tower. They're both looking at it. So is someone going through a separation? Is someone maybe going through a divorce? Because I see Knight of Pentacles, that's the card of like single. Single, ready to mingle. And she's got this like little bird, you know, that she's, birds are messengers, you know, in tarot. And so she's looking at, she's like, I want to send out this message of availability, but no, I'm not doing it yet. I'm just thinking about it. I'm just thinking about it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm just thinking about it. Okay, if this is a divorce, I'm not sure. It feels like it could be. Nine of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Tower, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Four of Wands, Page of Cups. Oh, I feel like big things need to change in this, in your relationship. Oh, little fly. Ew. Big things need to change, or are changing, and you need to be very clear on what your future foundation looks like, on what you desire your future foundation to look like. And really focus on, you know, thinking about it, moving towards it. Because you might have an apology coming in. You might have an apology coming in. You know, I feel like these two are connected. Like, this King of Cups is in this, like, non-committal. Because the King of Cups, yes, that he's the king of emotions, you know, cups to water emotions. But he doesn't necessarily open up about them too much. He kind of guards them, you know. The way he's sitting, you know, he's got his cup right here, and it's like right next to his side with his other staff here, right? You know, right here. He keeps it close to his chest. And unlike the Queen of Cups, she's got her hands out offering. You know, she gives love a lot. She feels love, and it's very apparent. It's very out there in the open. And in one of my other messages, I talked about how her cape and her dress flow seamlessly into the water, like she is connected to emotions. So they flow freely from her. But look, he is separated from the water around him. He has a very gray, flat, uninviting pillar just right there in the middle of that ocean. Is he exiled? He looks a little exiled. So maybe this, you might have someone who didn't want to give up the single life, who is clearly, you know, like your other half. who might be facing a tower moment. Or maybe this is you. You know, reverse it if it needs, like, fit it where it fits, you know, and if it doesn't relate at all, it doesn't relate at all, you know. But either way, your important message is to, you know your heart, know your emotions. Don't guard that off, but be clear in knowing with what you want for your future foundation, for your home life, for your family life. Oh my gosh, speaking of like divine counterpart, perfect other half, that's the frickin' twin flame card. Is this a twin flame reading? Oh, is that a divine masculine? This might be a divine masculine who might be coming in with like a tiny little apology. Because, you know, he's also, in this reading, he's looking at the Four of Wands. He's also thinking about a foundation and a future. He's also thinking about that. Think about where you're going. Don't hold on to the past. Even if it's your divine masculine, you know. But do what you need in yourself, for yourself. Don't betray your own heart. You know, the Queen of Swords has her back to the Queen of Cups. She has her back to it. So don't close off your love. Don't close off your emotions. You can still have those and have your feelings and your love for your divine masculine while still taking the steps you need to move forward with a happy future. I know that, yeah, the connection here is, you know, uncomparable. But you have to do your best to take them off the pedestal and put yourself and your needs and your desires and your wants on the pedestal for yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Okay, I'm going to get into my true black and get some clarifiers here so that I still feel like it's, on the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, I definitely feel like, you know, the Page of Cups, the overall, the bottom of the deck is Ace of Swords. It is truth and clarity, truth with yourself, you know, fresh perspective. It could be someone coming to tell you the truth. It could be beneath the Ace of the Ace of Swords on the bottom is the World. So completing this cycle. Completing this cycle. And what comes after the World is the Fool again. And you do another cycle and a different thing. So you are going to the next level. That's what this tower is about. You are going to the next level of this journey of whatever that looks like. And be prepared to evolve in how you think and how you feel and how you prioritize and how you put someone on the pedestal versus yourself. Okay, I need a drink real quick. My throat is sore. Tea time. Spirituality time. Okay. All right. Can you give me some clarifiers here for this message and just help me understand a little bit better what is going on here? Who is this involving? What is, you know, what is all this about? What is all this about? What do we need to know about this possible separation and being self-focused? What do we need to know? I feel like My deck might be upside down. We'll see in a minute. Oh, they're so hard. These cards are so hard to shuffle. They're so stiff. They are so stiff. Okay. I'm getting a lot of double queens coming out. Getting a lot of double queens coming out. So someone is like right in their Empress mode, right in their divine, like, oh, I feel like most of the time you are in your divine feminine, like, femininity. You are, you know, your highest and best self. But it's a struggle, especially if you're on a twin flame journey. It's a struggle to stay there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go through. Let's go through. Get these clarifiers out. Let's understand what's going on. Get some more details on the situation. Ace of Wands clarifying the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, that's a... Let's keep going before I, you know... I think someone may say, oh, the Lovers clarifying the King of Cups after the Ace of after the Ace of Wands. Okay, someone, your divine masculine, sees how they see who you are. They see who you are to them. This divine masculine sees who you are. And they see that you're looking good and that you're taking care of yourself. And they want a passionate new beginning as lovers, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that's because you stepped away. The Three of Swords is clarifying the Tower. The Tower was that you walked away, and that hurt them more than they thought it was going to. That hurt them more than they thought it was going to. And in that, it also hurt you. It hurt both of you. This is just a heartbreaking... Oh, God, I know separation is so freaking difficult to go through. But it was necessary for you. You have the Four of Swords clarifying the Queen of Cups. So you went in and, you know, are resting and contemplating and meditating and healing and just... you know, taking time to go within and just reset yourself. Oh, that's what I was worried about. The Nine of Wands, clarifying the Queen of Swords. So this whole thing, you're obviously guarded. I mean, there's not many divine feminines who don't get guarded in, you know, the situation. And a twin flame connection. Oh my gosh, okay. I think you're going to be guarded if they come back in, especially, that's completely understandable. Ace of Wands is, you know, yeah, it's a new beginning, but it's also phallic. Oh, okay. Got the Ten of Wands clarifying the Four of Wands. Union is a heavy thing to think about, especially in separation. It's a heavy thing to desire with someone who feels like they're just giving minimum. Oh, but we got the Two of Cups clarifying the Page of Cups. Yeah. This masculine knows that you are their divine counterpart. And they're very sorry for all the burdens that they've put on your relationship and how how their own, being self-focused, being selfish, how that puts so much burden on you, because they know that all you wanted was, they know that you only had pure love to offer them, and that you are their happy home. You are their happy foundation. They know that, and they're sorry, and they love you. Oh, they love you. And we have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of this deck. So I think it's hard because a lot of divine masculines, fear commitment. It makes them feel stuck. And here's the deal, like, if that makes them feel trapped when they think about it, an unhealed divine masculine. The thought of that, of not having their freedom, of not having the ability to go around and do whatever whenever without having to, check in or whatever, especially if these divine masculines deal with toxic karmics, not that karmic relationships aren't bad, but they teach you lessons, and so a lot of them can be difficult, and dealing with toxic femininity can really burn them, especially super possessive, so when they feel a connection like this, it scares them. It can scare them, and they can just want to hold on tight to their own stuff and just like, I know I feel this, but I don't want to feel trapped. I don't want to feel trapped. For what? And they idolize, all that glitters is gold, basically. Like, they... yeah. I think they see that you are now guarded and more logical, that you're not exactly just pouring your love. And I think that loss is what made them realize how much they do actually love you, and that they don't want your relationship, they don't want union to be a burden for either of you, because it was never supposed to be like that. It's something beautiful, and the love that they feel is beautiful, and the love that you feel is beautiful, and it's just hard. Here's the struggle with twin flame connections and dealing with the in and out, 33. At some point, the feminine does stop jumping every time the divine masculine says to. At some point, and it's not out of spite. 3355. It's not out of spite, it's not out of hatred. It just, there comes a point when you say, I deserve love, and I deserve to have a foundation and a family and, a home life, and if I come to terms with that may never be with my divine masculine, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I would rather face the music than keep telling myself a lie, keep chasing and hoping and losing sleep over it and feeling heartache. I would rather face the music and see the reality and accept it and learn acceptance and let it go and say my needs are more important than how I feel about my divine masculine. And that's not an easy place to get to as a divine feminine. That feeling can make you feel very cold. And the Queen of Swords is not cold, but when you feel the amount of love that you feel when you encounter your divine masculine, anything less than that feels ice cold. Anything less than that feels ice cold. But it's not. And you just have to remember that your feelings are not facts. How you feel about letting go is not facts. You may feel like you can't. There's no one else that compares to them. There's no one else that compares to your divine masculine. You're never going to feel that way about someone. You may not feel that exact way about someone, but you also won't feel as devastated with someone else. Loving yourself and accepting this is just accepting it. And it's so hard. It's so hard. I cannot even, this is not easy. This is not easy. And of course, it's always when the female, the feminine, not the female, excuse me, please forgive me there. The feminine gets to this point that the masculine then, oh, I love you. And it can feel terrifying to believe that. It can feel terrifying to believe that. Okay, I'm going to get, with my other rider weight here, I want to get a potential outcome here. I want to know, can we trust this apology? Can we trust this apology? I mean, split and there's the nine of Pentacles again. Just, and it's hard because if you're here watching tarot about it, then it's probably not time yet. But I'm not you, and I don't make the rules here, so let's just figure out. I'm just gonna see what comes out. What can well, I don't even know how to word this. What can you tell me about this apology from this divine masculine to this divine feminine? And what is the potential outcome here? And yeah, can it be trusted? Can it be trusted? Let's see. Gosh, my shuffle is so bad right now. Okay, one more. Kind of glad that the camera can't really see my my shuffle because it was so bad. Okay, Ace of Wands at the bottom. Passionate new beginning. Movement. Moving in. Moving in. Moving in. Okay. Okay, let's see. Tell me what we need to know about this divine masculine coming in with this apology. Something flipped over in the deck. What flipped over in the deck? The Page of Cups. He's coming in with an apology. But not as a King of Cups, even though he's your King of Cups. He's coming in as a page. A little like, I'm going to do this and I don't know that it's going to be accepted. I'm looking at this fish in a cup and yeah, he's sorry that he was so unfair. He's sorry that things have not been balanced. That he didn't give equally the way that you the way that you did, and that he had such a big head. I pointed out for a reason. Someone was cocky before. Someone had a big head. Sorry about that. The ending of your connection, he understands that it was doomed to fail by him not giving, by him not reciprocating, by him juggling and not choosing you and not giving equally to you. He knows that's why it ended, and he knows it's never going to be the same. I say he, I'm so sorry, I should not be saying he. They, masculine. Please ignore genders. Place yourself where it fits. Place yourself where it fits. He knows it's never going to be like that again. That you're not the same. That your connection's not the same. But he also recognizes that that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Because he sees things now for what they are. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, something flipped. Okay. 6 of Cups. Oh my... 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, and the 3 of Swords fell out and it landed on top of the 2 of Pentacles. He knows that he broke your heart. And that you didn't deserve that. And the Empress. Oh my God. I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna go through one more time. The Queen of Swords. Okay. One more time through and we'll see. Okay. Put together the story. Okay. Oh, this potential outcome is beautiful. Okay, no, that was it. The Page of Pentacles at the bottom. He wants to give you a gift. He wants to give you a gift. Valuable. His time, his physical time. He wants to spend physical time with you. They want to spend physical time with you. Okay. So, this is not even part of the story, but it flew out and it landed right on the 2 of Pentacles. They know that they broke your heart. And that it also broke their heart. And that is what caused this ending. And they know that it's never going to be like it was. They can't unsee it. You can't unsee it. And they want to come back. They want to come back because they love you and you make them feel giddy and like a kid again. And you bring this joy and this emotion that they don't feel with anyone else. It's special with you. 6 of Cups. And they know that you are the ultimate end all be all. You are the whole package. They know that this is more valuable than anything else. They know that. They want this with you. They want this with you. They see that you are their divine feminine, their empress. They know that you deserve to be given the love that you give. And they know that you give them life and abundance and that you're gorgeous. There's no one else like you. No one holds a candle to you. And they know that you won't tolerate the bullshit. And you shouldn't. They know that. and they're a little bit worried about it, and that's why they're coming in as a page. They're kind of worried. You're a little bit scary. You're a little scary. My sweet divine feminine, who was always there for me, and always, anytime I was in need, anytime I had problems, anytime I, was emotional, anytime I needed them, they were there for me, and now they're not. Now they're not, and not only are they not, but if I try to pull the same crap, they cut it off. Standing in your power. Standing in your power, sitting and waiting and receiving. Not waiting on nothing. You're going to receive the life and the abundance that you deserve with or without them, and they know that. They know that. Okay. Gonna get brutally honest oracle about this. This is... Don't let the past hold you back. Time to take action. Be confident. Emotions running high. Balance spirituality and practicality. Yep. If they are not, I'm not assuming that they're not. These feelings feel very, very sincere. But if they do not, be practical. I know it's hard whenever you have a spiritual awakening and you realize that you're on a twin flame journey. It's hard for that not to be your one and only focus, because it rationalizes all the crazy crap that you thought you were crazy about. Every divine feminine that I've ever met has been like, something's wrong with me. I shouldn't feel like that for this person. And then they find out about divine, twin flames, and they're like, oh, it makes sense. No wonder I was out of my mind over this person. It didn't make sense because they were really crappy to me. And I didn't let anyone else treat me like that. Just this person. Okay. 10% on the battery, so I'm going to just do this fast. We're going to spitfire it out. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Give me some brutally honest answers about this situation. Success is certain. They didn't think things through. Loving energy, lack of control. Oh, someone's getting union. Someone is getting union. They feel lost without you. They feel lost without you. They wish that they knew they always had this feeling for you. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Oh wait, but I'm talking about something. Okay, so maybe that's about... Okay. Okay, be careful. Be careful. Success is certain. They didn't think things through. Loving energy, lack of control. So no matter what, you're going to be okay. No matter what, you're going to be okay. You're going to get what you deserve one way or the other. They didn't think things through because they avoid their feelings at all costs. Because feelings and relationships are scary. They make me feel trapped. So they didn't think about what it would be like to not have you. And they now realize that not only do they love you, but that you love them truly. That it's not, they were worried that manipulation was at work, that you were being manipulative. But really they understand now that it was just actual love. That someone could be that actually loving. They were worried that you were just going to control them. And that they weren't good enough. Self-depreciating energy. They weren't good enough, and that nothing good would come from this. That this would just end up hurting them, and that made them feel out of control. This whole thing is making them face their attachment issues, their inner wounds. And they understand that you're the most supportive person in their life. And no one could compare to you, and nothing compares to you. And they also want to be supportive with you. They miss your support. They wish they would have supported you. And they understand that this is divine. This is divine. The divine is at work here. Wow. Wow. Okay. Real quick, healing with the angels before my phone dies, because I'm at 8%. Okay. Abundance. Yeah, you are the whole package. You are the whole package. I know that you beat yourself up as most feminines do. What's wrong with me? Why don't they want me? What is wrong with me? Don't do that. Be self-accepting. Be self-accepting because you are the whole package. You are abundance. Oh my goodness. Soulmate. I don't think there's a twin flame card in this deck, but this would definitely, yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Romance at the bottom. I'm gonna go through one more time. This is choking me up. Oh, something flipped over in there. What is it? Listening. Listen to yourself. Music is at the bottom. I think that they communicate and they hear you through music. And what stuck out to me is on this abundance card, she is playing, what is that, a lute? A lute? Is that what that's called? A medieval guitar? So maybe some of you, are musicians, but either way, they wish that they had listened to you. They wish that they had seen this for what it was, and you speak to them through music, and they speak to you through music. Okay, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. They're so coming to terms with their own, like they're calling themselves on their own thoughts and fears. Oh my gosh, whoever's divine masculine this is. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. This is like beautiful. And I would not, like, if it wasn't, I would tell you, like, look at yesterday's. Look at yesterday's. Okay, down to 7%. We're gonna get a healing, spiritual AF affirmation. Okay, that popped out. Oop, oop, oop. All right. Namaste. The slay in me recognizes the slay in you, and you are slaying. I mean, hello, Nine of Pentacles, Empress, like, Ace of Wands here. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read that first. Namaste. The slay in me recognizes the slay in you. At some point, you got to get up and act like the people you admire. You probably know someone who is slaying at life right now. Spend today doing the shit they do. Better yet, take them to coffee and ask them how exactly they managed to slay so hard, then recognize where you are capable of the same kind of slay. Kelly at Lunar Eclipse Tarot. I wish that I lived close to you so that I could get you a coffee and we could talk. She won't see this. Actually, I'm not going to say that. Maybe she will. I adore you. You're my muse. I love you. Okay, you don't even know who I am. I'm Hillary. Nice to meet you. Okay. The present moment is fucking amazing. Yes, stay out of the past. Stay out of the past. Be here now, looking forward. Open up your eyeballs and look around. Even if you happen to be in the shittiest of shit times, there's probably something beautiful to notice right this very second. It could be that babies have eyelashes, and how could babies get any fucking cuter than having little baby eyelashes? Oh my gosh. Or maybe it's just that you took a breath and you didn't think you'd be able to do that. You did it. Amazeballs. You fucking breathed. Oh. Sometimes that's all you can do, especially if you're in one of these connections. Oh my gosh, some days that is all you can do, is just breathe. Beautiful things happen when you distance yourself from negative shit. Talk about beautiful things happening after distancing yourself from negative shit. What's the first thing you thought of when you read negative shit? Twin flame journey. Write that shit down and take some space from it for a week. Notice what happens in your life. You'll probably really like the results. It can't be more clear. It can't be more clear. Oh, I'm going to end it there. This was really, really long, even though I talked faster. Okay. This is just what I do. It's long readings, apparently. Okay. If you made it this far and this resonated with you, thank you for watching. And I would love it if you would give me a thumbs up, a like, and a subscribe. I love you. Take care. Okay.
Here are your I am affirmations. I am divine. I am radiant and irresistible. I am a magnet for my desires. I am first best. I am lovable and loved. I am perfectly worthy, exactly as I am.